On my own, stumbling on the pavement, yeah. No sleep in my body, last night got me wasted, yeah. Ain't nobody calling my phone up just to make sure I get home safe and sound, yeah. I'm pretty sure if I fall down and don't get up, nobody would care, yeah. Don't wanna be alone anymore, so I might as well sleep with the doors unlocked. Ooh, yeah, yeah. I might as well sleep with the doors unlocked. Yeah, yeah. I might as well sleep with the doors unlocked. Headache and sore throat, constantly hungover, yeah. Eating all alone, sleeping on my own. Tell me how to be. Ain't nobody calling my phone up just to make sure I get home safe and sound, yeah. I'm pretty sure if I fall down and don't get up, nobody would care, yeah. Don't wanna be alone anymore, so I might as well sleep with the doors unlocked. Yeah, yeah. I might as well sleep with the doors unlocked. Yeah.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oakland to do the readings. What is going on, everybody? Cass W, Aquarian Light, Andrew, Head Troll, Dee Dee, and JC. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream indeed. It is a Wednesday hump day. We are ready for this weekend for sure. All right, we got 4 readings we had to postpone from yesterday. Let's see. Cosmic Kitty was the first one. And Cosmic Kitty wanted to know if the Aquarius and then will reconcile. We will use the This Might Hurt Tarot for that one. I think that's going to be the perfect deck for that. Kiss, welcome. Christina, welcome. How is everybody doing? Wolf, what's up, buddy? What is going on? Let's see how this is going to go with the Aquarius, because you just never know some days. Some days it could be good. Some days it may not be good. Lady, are you in Dallas? Oh my, what's going on? NC, CFK, and Boo Boo. Welcome. How is everybody doing tonight? All right. So let's see what is happening with all of that. We want the Aquarius to reconcile. Will they reconcile? Will they come back? Will they get the camera in focus? Ooh, that is nice focus right there. That is nice focus right there. All right. Is it something that's going to happen? Now, the Queen of Cups definitely says that we do have some issues, right? Cowboy Dan, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. The Five of Swords Deuce does say that we do have some issues here as far as reconciliation goes, right? Hanged Man, we have different views, we have different way of looking at things, we have different way of approaching things, and I think sort of the ending of the relationship was quite challenged indeed. Tiana Smith, welcome. Thank you for your donation. What's going on? Yeah, the Hanged Man said we do have some reconciliation that if it's going to happen, we definitely need to at least come to some sort of a stalemate, some sort of a reconciliation type posture where we're able to see each other's views. Because the Knight of Wands says a lot of times we just don't do that. We just don't do that. Both parties are a little bit on the stubborn side sometimes. We're not really excited to share each other's ideas, views, and whatnot. And I mean, we just have a lot of problems over the entire span of the relationship. So it's sort of difficult to get into that. The Lord of Defeat says it's going to be difficult to find that. But I mean, there is this emotional connection. There is a good connection between you two. If you can get back together, it's just a matter of them taking the first step. Now, I mean, basically, will they reconcile? It is going to be a matter of time. I mean, you're looking for maybe a year or whatever before you could even discuss that. But there you go. There you go as far as the reconciliation and Cosmic Kitty goes. Star Tarot, Anna, and Jan, and Tammy, welcome. How are you doing tonight? All right, so let's see what is next. We're already 6 in the queue, by the way. We're 6 in the queue. Dee Dee Scott from last night wants to know, what's in love coming for me? You are single and ready to mingle. Dee Dee, that's what I'm talking about. Let's knock that out by getting everybody's favorite, everyone's favorite, the Waterfall Tarot. You know what I mean? The Waterfall Tarot is not half that bad. Tori, Michael, welcome to the stream. By the way, if you are new here, I'm Tarot Oracle, and I have over 1,200 videos. That's a lot of videos. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And there is no list. Donations take priority, and then I pick at random. So we're doing 6 donations in the queue right now, and we have a few from last night that we got to knock out. So there you go. All right. When is love coming for me? What is going on? Dee Dee wants to know. Dee Dee's waiting. Dee Dee's like, the reading was last night, man. What's going on with all of that? All right. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how that goes. I mean, as far as love comes for you, you do have some challenges in the past. I think you're sort of moving past a lot of that. I think some of the challenges that you have had in the past are sort of going away, are not going to be a big problem. I don't really think that they're going to be something that prevents you from moving forward in love and whatnot. Crystals and paint, Sarah, welcome. But yeah, it is something where you just have to get out and find someone at this point. Getting out and find someone is kind of difficult. We got COVID. We have things going on. We have difficulty with online dating. We have a lot of fake people in online dating, a lot of crappy people in online dating. It's just rough out there sometimes. Colziah, welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us. But the Fool says you just have to get out there and risk it. You got to get out there and take that first step and go forth and try to get something going, get something done. Because a lot of this is just taking action and moving forward and getting that forward momentum. Sort of letting the world know that you had a, you're ready. You're ready. You're willing to take something. You're willing to take a risk. You're willing to move forward and whatnot. And that's going to be one of the big factors as far as this goes, right? The world says you do have some good opportunities there. When you do get an opportunity, when you do find someone, I think it's going to be a water sign. Sunflower, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Colziah, let me know what your question is. And yeah, it feels like that the world, you do have a lot of possibilities. Now, with the possibilities is going to be, again, a water sign. I think that you have a water sign in particular that you have known before that's going to be coming back into your life and sort of coming back in. Do you want to engage with this particular person? I'm not really sure. I think as a default, yeah, you'd like just to have someone around, have someone fun to talk to, have someone interested and all that stuff. But this is somebody, luckily, that you've known before and whatnot. So that's going to be one of the big factors here. And the water sign is going to be very, very helpful. If you're looking for somebody new, you're looking at like September, October-ish, that you can find somebody new. I think that's where the COVID starts to ease up. We can get out in person. We can get a lot of things happening with all of that. So it definitely a blockage, definitely sort of moving forward, moving out and getting it done. That's going to be one of the big things. Again, we have a water sign coming from the past. If you're not interested in that, around September. So I think you have another opportunity with someone different. So, try to get out there and find out what is up and what can happen. But yeah, looking pretty good for September timeframe, I think, for someone new, or get the X and check them out and whatnot. All right, now we need the George Cush. George Cush wants to know the D question. George Cush is rocking it with a D question. George Cush is somebody new from yesterday, and they had a question about the D because
everybody loves the D.
So just have a yes or no question. Will it be meeting D this month? Well, sometimes you just need a little D to make life complete, Just need a little D to make life complete, and that is good. Crystals and paint, 4. All right, so let's see about the D. How's the D going to work? Oh, we don't, a little play. Sort of interesting there. So will you be meeting D this month? I think so. I think so. We have the playful card. This is the Princess of Wands. One of the most coolest cards in the deck, actually, in my opinion. This one says that we have playfulness, we have fun. Things are casual, things are relaxed, and things are not so serious. I think one of the things sort of blocking you in this respect is things being serious. Things being a little too serious, a little too much. And that is going to sort of ease up. It's going to sort of ease up with the playfulness of the princess. And that's one of the big factors sort of coming into, sort of getting things moving from that space, right? So if you're meeting someone, if you're meeting D, I think that you have a good opportunity for that. That is going to be good. Now, we do have sort of D coming in. I mean, you do have D sort of coming in. We have D approaching and whatnot. Katie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. We have D sort of approaching and whatnot. And then we have the sort of the mellowness, sort of the calmness that it brings in. I think that's going to be one of your biggest factors here as well. So I do think, yes, basically, you will be meeting D this month. When are you looking at? I think probably the third week, maybe the fourth week is going to be towards the end and whatnot. Dee, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. All right. And the last reading from last night that we are catching up on is Christina. Christina wants to know about September. So we're going to get Christina's readings have been unusual lately. So we're going to get a good shuffle with the Thoth. We're going to get a thorough shuffle, a thorough mix, and go with September and find out what is going on. It's only 7 months away. What is going to happen with all of that stuff? Get a good mix, a little bit of a mix here, a mixy there, and figure out what looks like September. So, there you go. By the way, if you're in the queue, we have 6 in the queue right now. It looks like that. So, yeah, we had George Cush, Cowboy Dan, Tiana, Sunflower Katie, and Dee. All right, Sunflower's hosting Colziah. All right, here we go. We got a nice mixture here. See what's happening in September. Hopefully we don't have all nights, but we'll see. We will see. There you go. Amber, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. All right. Let's see. Got a little Thoth. Looking decent with a command. Wolfie and Cowboy Dan, thank you for your donations. I appreciate both of you. All right. We're looking at September. We have a lot of opportunities. We have stability. We have motion. We have good news. And we have money. So we got a lot of different things. Number one, you're making more money. Yeah, I think that's where you want it to be in the first place. We are making more money. We do have one night. Maddie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. We do have this one night next to the Sun and the Emperor. It sort of has a nice mix to it. Basically, the night is moving forward, getting things done. And the Emperor is sort of just taking command of this and taking charge and getting us to a better place. Basically, we're in a place where we need to move into a better place. Heather, welcome. How are you doing tonight? Heather's wondering what's happening. Heather, there is no list. Donations take party, then I pick at random. And the donations are sort of rolling in tonight here. We got a bit of a queue, Heather. We are here. We have to go through that. And we're only 10 minutes in. Lady, thank you for your donation. We know what's the question. The Sun into money. We're looking for more money. We're moving towards more money. We're getting more money. We are getting that opportunity and getting into that space. The Sun says there is a brighter tomorrow. We're getting to where there is a brighter tomorrow, but we have to sort of take advantage. We have to take the initiative. We have to move into that space. That's not going to be something that's going to be a freebie. So basically you got to look at it. You got to move. You got to take that action to get into the better space to make the better income base. Basically, the night sort of reinforces the move as well. It says that we're proud of where we're at, but we need to take the initiative and get going with that. And basically, we're in a good situation. So you have a lot of good cards here. We're in a good situation that's going to be sort of where it's at, right? A little bit of the where it's at action, especially with that 6. 6 talks about getting that money, getting that fat cash, getting the goodies, getting all of them goodies. All right. Let's see. All right. So now let's go to the actual queue. Let's go to the actual queue now that we knocked out all of yesterday's. All right, Cowboy Dan, will I be successful with my application? Cowboy Dan, let's see just how successful you might be. You might be Cowboy Dan. We want you to be successful on the stream. I'm just saying. I am just saying. Or is there another abroad opportunity? We'll do a little throwdown for that.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
So on the left, we have the present application. And on the right, we are going to have the, sort of the abroad, moving abroad, getting things abroad. Abroad looks pretty, Cowboy Dan, abroad looks pretty terrible. Abroad looks kind of interesting. Basically, getting where you're at, getting here now, looks very, very good. So as we're moving into this space of, where we have the joining of this thing where you're doing your present application has a lot of incentive, has a lot of promise, has a lot of that shiny object to it. You're looking for the next shiny object, your present application very much could be it, right? And you do have the basic amounts that you can, basically what you put into it is what you get out of it. So you have this quantitative feel of, I can do this, I have a lot of control, I have a lot of command with this. Abroad looks very interesting, but it looks like you have to work your butt off. It looks, if you go to the abroad opportunity, you have this unknown factor, this fear factor. We don't really know what's there. You're going to be running around like a chicken with a head cut off, trying to figure out where you're at, what you're doing. Has a lot of disincentives. There are a little bit more as far as money is concerned. It feels like there are a little bit more better things there. As far as wealth is concerned, a little bit more better things abroad. But again, it's very confusing. You're going to have to work. You're going to have to get on the mouse wheel and just ride and hope for the best. It just doesn't look very promising for that. Much better connection with what you're currently doing. So present application does win. As you can tell, I don't like yes or no questions. Instead, I like to see the options. I think people want to see the options. You know what I mean? Tiana has a crush. Oh, Tiana. I hope they're cute. Tiana, tell me they're cute. Crushes feelings. The crush's feelings, are they cute or not? Because if you have a crush, you need to find the cute ones. And speaking of cute, by the way, the Encore Tarot. The Encore Tarot is where the cutes, is that a thing? The cutes is where the cute, the cute things are at. I mean, I think so. I think that's a word. All right. Let's see the feelings for you. I hope it's nice. Tiana, I hope they like you. You know what I mean? They're very cute. Tiana knows how to pick them. Tiana is very selective and knows how to pick the good ones. Now, Tiana, we have some pretty good news here. I mean, I think that they have some feelings for you, but I don't think it's where you want it to be. So if you're looking for, cold, warm, hot, they're kind of in the cold and warm category. Basically, it's difficult for them to sort of see both of you together for some random reason. We do have the King of Coins, which means you could be together. You have a lot of good possibilities with that. CFK, thank you for your donation. The King of Coins says we have a lot of good possibilities for that, but they seem to be like in this really comfortable spot to where they have their pick of the litter. They seem to be in a spot where it's kind of hard to get their attention sometimes. The Hierophant, this person approaches things very seriously. They're very sort of selective. They're very sort of, when they approach a matter, they're very going to be a very Virgo with it kind of thing. So, yeah, I mean, there is that. The Six of Swords says over time, I think they do get more feelings for you. I think that they do increase it over time. It's a slow roll, but it's just about noticing you more or sort of figuring out where you are in that thing. But, there you go. All right. There you go. Yeah, you're going to have to wait. You have to wait, let it ride, and let it develop, let it grow, just like watering a plant sometimes, you know? Watering a plant sometimes. So there you go. All right. What do we got next? Next, we got Colziah. Colziah wants to know. Well, Colziah, are you ticking them off? Colziah is ticking off the people now. Colziah, what are you doing over there? Colziah is over there. They're just ticking everybody off. They're getting into arguments. They're throwing down. They're making demands. Let's get Colziah that true love tarot, because that's where it's at. The true love tarot, or the modern love tarot. Sorry, the true something. The true something. All right. Cowboy Dan, it's good to know that I'm correct sometimes. Correct. That's all I want to be at the end of the day, is correct a couple of times a day. If that's the case, I am a happy man. All right. We had an argument. Everybody was ticked off. You know, are we gonna calm down? Are we gonna get back to normal? Justice says, yeah. I mean, we need a little therapy, maybe, you know, not literally, but we're in the therapy session. The therapist is like, y'all need to calm down. Stop arguing about silly things. Justice says it's going to even out. It's going to balance out. Colziah, you're just going to be fine. The Seven of Cups, though, does say that sort of the argument has triggered them into thinking about things a little differently. I think they see you a little differently now than they did before. So that could be good or bad, but yeah, that Seven of Cups is sort of see you as a little bit of a difference as far as how they're going to approach, how they're going to work it out, how they're going to contact, and how they're going to do that. So, I mean, there you go. And the Nine of Cups is Colziah. It's going to be all right. I mean, you have the happiness, you have the comfort zone of being in the tub with all the suds and the bottle of wine and the roses and whatever the hell that is in your hair. I mean, you know, you're going to be all right. It's not going to be bad. It's not going to be bad. I think things aren't going to stink for very long at all. You know what I mean? All right. Let's see. That's all you need in life is less stinkage and stuff in your hair. Stuff in your hair and less stinkage. That's what you need. If you were right all the time, you'd work for the government. No, actually, midnight meditations. My theory is if you were right 100% of the time, a government would end up kidnapping you and basically putting you in a prison and making you read for them, basically. I mean, that's what I'm pretty sure that would happen in reality. That's pretty much what I would sure is what happened in reality, because if you look at history, history is full of stuff like that. Well, not literally stuff like that, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. All right, Dee Dee. Dee Dee wants the good info now. Dee Dee wants the good info now. Dee Dee wants to know about paying bills, because you need to have the skills to pay the bills. Dee Dee's got that, but let's talk about the bills, shall we? With the Light Seers Tarot, you know what I mean? You'd see it coming. Yeah, Andrew's got a point. Andrew's got a point too, you know what I mean? Heather, welcome to the stream. What is going on? What's going on? Everybody's here. We have 40 people hanging out, chilling out with us. I appreciate all y'all being here. All of y'all being here. Sarah, welcome to the stream. By the way, if you're new, we have 1,200 freaking videos. That's a lot of videos. We got tutorials. We got flip throughs. We got unboxings. We got a mountain of tarot cards coming and a mountain of tarot cards that just came in. So if you want to see all the new decks, they're here. Definitely need to subscribe and hit that like button. You know what I mean? We work hard over here to make you happy. Hit that like button. Okay. All right. We'll be able to pay the bills for February. 8 of Cups, 5 of Wands, and Ace of Wands. I don't know. I don't see any coins here. I think it may be difficult to do so. The 5 of Wands says there's conflict. It's like that you have some bills that are due earlier than other bills. You have some bills that are competing. You have some bills that absolutely need to be paid, or you're going to get kicked out, or you're going to get kicked out or something like that. The 5 of Wands is going to be difficult to make of that. 8 of Cups says that you're on a path, though, that I think of sort of recovery. You're on a path to be better. 8 of Cups is a little bit of a disappointment, but upside down, it means you're not not walking that failure path for very long. You are going to have difficulty. You're not walking that path for very long. You do have actions to take to relieve that, whether that could be whatever you're going to do with the bills, whether that could be new opportunities and jobs and whatnot. It definitely has some good opportunities coming in. Ace of Wands says there's things that you can do to relieve this. Things that you can do to relieve this. That's going to be one of the bigger factors here, because you want that in your control, Dita. You don't want that out of your control, right? You want in control that I can pay the bills. At least I can do something to pay the bills. I can work it out. I can figure it out and get help or what have you. And the Ace of Wands says you're going to get back into the driver's seat very soon, and it's going to be better. But it looks like there's going to be just some difficulty, some fights, some Five of Wands. One bill needs to be paid while others don't really need to be paid. You got to sort of prioritize what absolutely positively needs to be paid kind of feel, right? All right. Let's see. Oh, man. KD, should I order the healing session? The healing session. Okay. Well, KD, we'll do that. Should I order the healing session? Is that going to be a thing with the Poe? The Poe will tell you. The Poe lets you know. The Poe lets you know. It'll let you know every time. It'll tell you, KD, the healing session may be pretty good, or maybe not. We need to find out this information because you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's going to be kind of important sometimes. All right, let's get the Poe out of the way of the Poe. And should we cash in on this? The Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Page of Cups. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. Ouch. It feels a little bad. Feels bad, man. We got the Nine of Swords at the end. We're worried about this. It feels like this may not be a good investment. This may not be something that we want to do. May not be something that's going to be sort of an activity where we can really get in there and get it going. The healing may not be happening and whatnot. We have some worry. We have some concern. It's almost like that we have buyer's remorse almost immediately. Almost immediately, we have the buyer's remorse hovering in the air, stinking up that place like a bad fart in an elevator. The Two of Pentacles says you have choices, KD. KD, you got choices. Your choices are pretty clear. You need to make the correct choice in this case. You're going to have buyer's remorse. Make the right choice. The Page of Cups says that the emotional benefit of what is coming through for that healing session is not worth the money. The Page of Cups is like they're a newbie. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. We got a little bit of that page feel, a little bit of that newbie feel. Feels like, I'm not really sure they know what they're doing. They're going to deliver it, but again, you're going to have buyer's remorse. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Poe says no. All right. That's just what the Poe wants. The Poe, that's just what they want. Wolfie is out there in the dating world. Speaking of dating, Wolfie is out there. Wolfie is finding the cute people. Let's see, Wolfie. See if you can find more cute people than R. You know what I mean? Maybe we want a little cuter person than R. We're going to look at that by checking out the Dark Mansions Tarot. That's the sound of the po-po, indeed. The po-po sirens coming in. All right. Let's see what we're going to do here. Oh, Wolfie, you need to find the cute ones. You don't need to get the ones that are just mediocre. Wolfie, you need to keep them high standards going. You know what I mean? Keep the high standards going. High Priest, welcome to the stream. What is going on? It's good to see you. All right. Let's see, Wolfie, what else you got going on? Are we going to get somebody new? We're going to get somebody decent? I think so. Wolfie, I think you have somebody in the queue as well other than R. I don't think R is your only option. You know what I mean? The Knight of Cups. High Priest She-Wolf, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. I got your question in the queue. We got you covered. All right. So I mean, as far as this goes, we do have somebody else coming in. We have the Knight of Cups. That's a very powerful card. It says, hey, we have these opportunities sort of headed our way. MM, thank you for your donation. The Knight of Cups says we have opportunities headed our way. Wheel of Fortune says keep doing what you're doing. You don't have to stretch yourself out. You don't have to sort of stress out. You don't have to chase anybody. You don't really sort of need to be in a particular place in a particular time. I think it sort of comes to you. The Wheel of Fortune says keep doing what you're doing. Keep rocking and rolling. It's not going to be a big thing. Eight of Pentacles sort of says the daily things you do is going to attract this particular person. So you do have somebody other than R. It could be D. It could be D, or it could be S or T. Dee, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. But I mean, I'm just saying. Eight of Pentacles says do the work that you've always been doing. Don't change anything. Stay regular on schedule. I think you will meet somebody else. So you do have somebody other than that. The King of Wands is kind of interesting here, though. It is interesting here. It's talking about a fire sign that this new person is. The new person's a fire sign. I think that this is an accidental run-in to where you're not really expecting anything, and then whoops, all of a sudden, you're just sort of there. You know what I mean? But yeah, it does feel like that. So you have these opportunities with the fire sign. Fire sign's coming in. You do have this opportunity. I would say July-ish, June, July-ish. You have to wait a bit. I think you're kind of stuck with R no matter what you do. I think R is not really going away anytime soon. I mean, you sort of sense that in regards to that anyway. So, I mean, you're going to have to sort of put up with that, deal with that in your own way. That's what you do. That's what you do. Wolfie knows what's going on. Wolfie's just going to deal with that in their own way, you know? All right. Let's see. We got Wolf and Wolfie. Wolf and Wolfie tonight. It's a wild night tonight. I'm just saying. Speaking of wild night, Cowboy Dan wants to attach a document to another document. Will the world itself end if Cowboy Dan attaches a document to another document? Funny story, by the way. I'm in Michael's hobby store, and I bought some baggies. These are small bags that you put board game stuff in, you know, like small bags like that. So you're going to put board game tokens into it. Anyway, I got a bunch of these baggies, and the baggies came in a bag. So you have bags in a bag. So I go up to the counter and I ring up, and the lady says, "Do you want these in a bag?" And I told her, I think the world itself will end if we have bags that are already in a bag and you put them in another bag. I mean, I'm just saying. So I think that the irony of the entire situation will just be too much. So I said, no, I'll just take it as is. Take it as is. Okay. Should you attach a document to a document? Let's document this, shall we? Let's document this, shall we? Two of Wands, King of Wands, and the Magician. I think so. I think the Magician leans towards you putting the bag in a bag in a bag, attaching that document to another document. I'm going to go ahead and document right now that the document needs to be in the other document and that paper needs to be there. The Magician says it looks more professional that way. It looks more professional that way. You know what I mean? The King of Wands says, you know what you're doing. You're going to take that action. You're very confident about this. I don't think that you're going to attach a really High Priestess. You are in the queue. You are in the queue. You are here. We are here. You are here. So it'd be a little bit. It's a thick queue night. It's a thick queue night. All right. So anyway. All right. Yeah, the Magician uses all their tools. All their tools. Will I get an interview with Toyota? Which is different than the original question you had asked. But we will update your question, and you are in the queue. All right. Yeah, I think you should do it. It makes you look more professional. I think that you know what you're doing. You're not going to attach a bad document to the other document. The Two of Wands says you've been thinking about this for a while. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Never put a bag that's already in a bag in another bag. That's poor decision making if you put a bag and a bag and a bag. Maddie wants to know, will we buy the apartment? Maddie's got the expensive apartment for mom. The expensive apartment for old mom. See if mom's going to like it. See if mom's going to do it. Can we afford this? I'm going with Maddie. I'm going with the tarot of the mystical moments just for you. Just for you, the tarot of the mystical moments. You know what I mean? I think you like saying thick. I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. It could be. It could be. All right. I guess that was kind of, let's see, what? It was a joke about there being a wolf and a woofie in chat. Did people don't like that joke? I thought the joke was funny. I always think all my jokes are funny. That's what I do. Okay. That's why I have a channel. So I can make stupid jokes. Okay. Let's not joke around on this one, though. We have the expensive apartment for mom. What is going to happen with that? 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, and the 5 of Swords. It ultimately looks like the money is a deal breaker. It does look like the money is a deal breaker. Again, from the previous reading, you really did enjoy the place. The money looks like it could be worth the juice could be worth the squeeze. The money could be worth it. We just don't know. 8 of Pentacles says it's a lot of freaking work to get in there, though. There's a lot of adjustments we have to make. There's a lot of sacrifice we have to make. There's a lot of money going out. There's a lot of things that are happening with all of this. Ultimately, it is a very sort of a comfort food apartment where everything could be really cool and good and awesome and whatnot. But the 5 of Swords says ultimately that price is a deal breaker. It hurts. It hurts. It's just like bleeding out. I mean, we could navigate this in. We could work it in. We could do some adjustments. We could figure out how to shuffle things around. We could make sacrifices in other areas. The 5 of Swords says ultimately the price is a deal breaker. It is. It is. It says, will we buy this apartment? It's like, oh, at the end of the day, I think you're thinking it's just not worth it. We can keep looking. We can find something else. It's just not worth it. Would it be fantastic? Knight of Cups is awesome. It would be amazing to hop on in there, to get in there and have all of that good stuff. But the amount of adjustment, the amount of work that would need to be done, 8 of Pentacles is just not worth the end result. So it looks like that price is ultimately the kryptonite. It's the kryptonite that broke Superman's back. It was that kryptonite. All right. Lady, what was your question? Let's see. Look around. Lady, stupid thing, something. Lady, do you have a question? Lady, let me know. Let me know what your question was. We'll get you in there. And CFK, in the meantime, wants to know with the Vox Tarot. Ooh, we have the first Vox Tarot request ever. The Vox Tarot request is here. It's here. Where is Jay? Where is Jay at with me? Let's find out. By using the Vox Tarot, of course. The Vox Tarot. By the way, this is the ugliest ass box in the history of tarot. That is the ugliest box that exists. There is no uglier box in the tarot world than the Vox Arcana Tarot. I'm just saying now. It is such a beautiful deck too, which kind of makes it kind of painful that the box is so ugly. But you know, that is that's the way it goes, though. That is the way that it goes. All right. Okay. Let's see. With the ugly box Vox, I mean, it's such a freaking pretty tarot. Why did they ruin it? Why did they? Okay. Where's Jay at with me? 8 of Swords, 4 of Wands, 6 of Swords, and Judgment. Did you break up or something? Did you break up? CFK, what's going on over there? Did you break up or something? We have like this opportunity that was missed. We have this mixed opportunity, something that could have been, something that CFK could have been. It could have been so beautiful. It just wasn't. It just wasn't. The Four of Wands, we had it. We had it all. We had it made. Something was there. Something was very nice. But the Six of Swords, we just sort of rolled off into the sunset. We found something that could have been better. We found something that could have been better, and we tried it out. The grass indeed was not brighter on the other side. The grass was not greener on the other side, and we ended up coming back. It just feels, and speaking of coming back, Jesus, Nexus is here. Nexus is my favorite person in the history of chat. I'm just saying now, Nexus is where I play World of Warcraft and I go hunt people in my private server. All right. It started out so sweet and it crashed. We have this beautiful story, gorgeous story. It's a gorgeous story. You had to, why did we leave? Why did we leave? I'm not sure why that happened, but judgment says we will have the rebirth. We will have the reincarnation. The horns will sound. We will be back there. We will be back there one day. It is good. Where are they at? I think that they're ready for something new. But they'll be coming back. They'll be coming back, rounding the corner and getting in there. Four of Wands, we will have that beauty once again. We will. I'm telling you now, CFK, we will have it once again. It is looking half decent with the box tarot. No matter how ugly the box is, the reading is just beautiful. I'm just saying. All right, we're skipping ahead to High Priest. High Priest, welcome to the stream, by the way. We usually have a long queue, High Priest. Every day is Thursday. So, all right, High Priest wants to know, will I get an interview with Toyota? Let's see. Yeah, let's see about this interview with Toyota. By using everybody's favorite, the deck of the frickin' year for 2020, the Divine Tarot. The Divine Tarot. Nexus is always welcome. All right. Nexus, what is happening? What is happening, Nexus? Where have you been? I missed you. I'm just saying. By the way, I play on a World of Warcraft private server. And it's a Lich King server. And on that server, I am a rogue. And I wander around and I gank people. And the Nexus, the area around the Nexus, is the prime shopping opportunities. They never see it coming. All right. Oh, let's see. It me Christian. High Priest She-Wolf. You're Kristen? Okay. Anyway, Christina, the other Christina. Welcome. So good to see you as well. Kathy, it's good to see you. I'm glad you like the cards. All right. Will I get an interview with Toyota? Page of Swords, Temperance, and the Nine of Cups. I think you have a lot of opportunities here. Yes. Sunflower, thank you for your donation for hosting Nexus. There you go. The Nine of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Temperance. We're missing any coin cards at all. Missing the beautiful temptations of the coins, of the pentacles. We have the Page of Swords. It does say that we will we will get an interview per se, right? We will be in there, but it just doesn't seem like we'll actually get the job. So you do have an opportunity for an interview. Getting the job, not so much. Getting the job, not so much. Yeah, Temperance says you have other opportunities that are going to be a little bit better. That is going to be important overall, but I just don't see you getting in there. Will you get an interview? Do you have an opportunity for an interview? Absolutely. Absolutely. That Page of Swords talks about the air. It talks about the communication. It talks about all that good stuff. You know what I mean? All right. MM. Speaking of good stuff, MM wants the good stuff with a love reading. MM. Get you some love. Get you some love. That's all we need in life is a little love for MM. We'll use the gift from Christina, the Housewives Tarot. You know what I mean? We're going to see what happens with the little housewives. See what's up. See how that's going to go. Okay. Let's see about some love. MM, you need some love. It's about time you had some love. And, oh, look, it's coming. Oh, that's coming. You know, your dry spell appears to be a little bit a little bit on the inside. We have death. It does look better. It looks like you're moving into 2.0 of love, of dating and whatnot. We have some opportunities heading your way with death, with things sort of turning around where you have things clearing up, you have more opportunities, you're not doing the square peg in a round hole. It feels like you're actually going to be able to make the good stuff. So I think that is going to be pretty successful with that. Empress says you're getting into more of a comfort zone as well. KD, I always have lady on my mind. I'm just saying, lady is in the queue. All right, but yeah, the Empress says that you do have these opportunities. You do have some good stuff. You're getting into the comfort zone. You're getting into the comfort zone. Eight of Swords says that you're being held back again. You feel that You feel that you're being held back. You feel that things are happening. But Death says that the strands holding you back, the things holding you into place are going to be free and let go. And Death lets you move into the next phase. That is going to be the big factor here. Very, very good news for you, MM. The bonds can't hold MM. MM will break through. All right. Lady wants to know if the YouTube channel will be successful after she gets all of this equipment upgrade. It's like playing a World of Warcraft. You need more equipment to make stuff better. We're going to see by using not that deck, not this deck, but this deck. This deck of cards, which is the Mons Tarot. There you go. All right, let's see. Nexus lives in World of Warcraft. I'm just saying. All right, a little bit of the Mons Tarot action there. Scotland. Wow, that's a long way off. That is quite a ways. All right. Boo Boo, thank you for your donation. All right. Grandfather is in the hospital. Donna Marie, Boo Boo has hosted you. Be sure to thank Boo Boo. Boo Boo is awesome as always. We got that going on now. Lady wants to know about the success of a YouTube channel once we get all these equipment upgrades. We got the new armor. We got the new sword, the new magic wand. Is everything going to be better when we get that done? Judgment says, yeah, a little bit. It looks a little bit. Doesn't look too bad at all. You know what I mean? We do have the judgment. We do have the rebirth, the reincarnation. I think you have more opportunities. I think you have a lot of cool stuff you can start doing once you get the equipment upgrades, you know? You can start doing all sorts of new nifty things. Judgment says that reincarnation, that rebirth is going to really feel like you're hitting it, Two of Wands, though, says you need to do some research. You get your new equipment, right? You got your new equipment. Now I need to figure out what I can do with it. Start researching. What can I do with it? What are the softwares that I can use now? What are the things that I can do that I couldn't do before? And if you do that, the moon says let your intuition ride. Let it tell you what to do. Let it tell you what to do with new equipment. The good lighting and things like that is going to be a really important factor. Get the moon, get your basics down. Good lighting, good sound, good video. You got all three of those, you're a success. The moon says use your intuition once you get that, and also use your smarts and start wandering around, seeing what softwares you can do and what upgrades you can make to your stream, and it will be more successful. The better it looks, the better it sounds, the more successful it will be. All right, Dee Dee, will I get unemployment soon? Let's see, Dee Dee, thank you again for your other donations. Unemployment soon. Is that going to be a thing? Let us check that out. Let us check that out by using another new deck of cards, which is going to be the Dogs Tarot. We'll get your dogs. We'll get your dogs right there. Hang on. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? I mean, I'm just saying. Yeah, Tarot Oracle watches Swifty, who plays World of Warcraft in his mom's closet. And he makes about $400 a day. So, yeah. You think I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. He plays in a closet at his mom's house. I think he owns the house, but his mom lives with him. And he plays in the closet because he doesn't want to make it too much sound because they sleep late and he streams early. So he literally plays out of the closet. All right. Are we going to get unemployment soon for Dee Dee? The 2 of fire, the C alpha male, the 8 of sky, and the 5 and the 5 of sky. I do think so. I do think you're crossing that threshold where you're literally leaping onto the other side, getting that unemployment. Now, it has been kind of dry. It's almost like you have to decide what you're gonna spend your money on. You have to make all sorts of different decisions. You have a crossroads that you're at with unemployment, with sort of getting everything, the benefits going, the benefits flowing. We do sort of recognize that the benefits are not flowing. You have some difficulty getting in that. There's going to be sort of a difficulty doing that. But I think you're on the precipice. You're on that threshold where you can sort of take that leap. You're going to be able to get to the other side and all of this other stuff. It's going to be good news for everybody. Now, the 5 says there are a lot of other people there, so there is delay. There's some drama associated with it. You're trying to sort of get in there, and there are other people that are competing with you, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. It's the way you got to roll. You got to roll with it sometimes. But yeah, you're on the precipice. You're about to leap over and get that. That is going to be something that you're going to get soon. By the way, entertainment purposes only. There you go. Anytime I talk about money. Yes, he does stream out of the closet. Okay, now why does he stream out of the closet? Again, his mom sleeps until like 10 in the morning, and he's got a sister there too. I think she sleeps until like 9 or 10 or something like. I think he said something like that. Anyway, he starts streaming at 5 a.m. So he's streaming at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., and he's really loud. He screams, he yells, he gets all excited. That's his mojo. And he kept waking him up, apparently. So now he's in the closet, and he put some padding in, some soundproof padding in there and whatnot. Anyway, why am I telling you all of this? I don't know. I'm just telling you. Sometimes you got to stream out of the closet. By the way, I'm not in the closet, in case you're wondering. I'm not in a closet. So there you go. All right, for Nexus. Nexus, what was your question? Nexus, let me know what your question was. In the meantime, while we wait for Nexus's question, we will see about CC. CC, is it too soon to confess feelings? Is it too soon to confess the feelings? To confess the feelings? Aroha, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. What is a good confessional deck? A good confessional deck would be the Heaven and Earth Tarot. Boo Boo, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Bumble or Tinder for me? Bumble or Tinder? Okay. Mwah. Why not both? I mean, I'm just saying. All right, what's coming up this year? Nexus, we got you covered, my friend. We got you covered. Is it too soon to confess that I love them? Can we walk up to them and just straight up say,
I love you?
Is that going to be a thing? Because, I mean, everybody does love the D. Is it too soon? I don't think so. Look at this. We got love. Oh, so pretty. We got the 2. Look at that connection. We got the Empress, the comfort of getting it off your chest, of letting them know that you love them, You know what I mean? Colziah, I confessed once, and the guy didn't reply for a month. Well, there's that. CC, I got bad news. Now, we have all this wonderful news. CC, but I've got bad news in the middle here. I don't think that they really reciprocate the feelings. It's more like getting it off your chest, letting them know, letting them sort of ruminate over it for a little bit is good. But will they reply positively immediately? No. Will they reply positively later? Yes. There you go. That's basically it. That's the short story. That is the short story. Okay. Nexus wants to know what the hell is going on this year. Let's see. Nexus, let's see what is going on this year. Nexus, We got that scraping sound on the board here. This year, that Eight of Cups, that doesn't feel right. That Eight of Cups. I mean, you can confess, but they're going to reciprocate later, but not now. Anyway, I mean, they sometimes it's good just to confess. It is good just to confess. Next is what's coming this year. What is coming this year? We do have the Four of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles. You do have another job coming. Next is, I think you have another job coming. I think that's going to be, it's going to be later. It's going to be later. We have this opportunity coming later. It definitely smells like June-ish, mid-year. You do have a fake job. Basically, it's a job that you could take that's not going to last 2 minutes. Sort of like a carrot on a stick, but doesn't really work out the way you need it to work out. June seems to be the better option. If you find a job opportunity next month, that's going to be the trick one. I don't think you should do that. Ace of Cups also says that it is a good emotional year for you overall. I think a lot of things settled down. I think you have a couple of things sort of drama-like that you need to sort of get rid of. I think that settles down. Ace of Cups says it's a good emotional year for you. You do have a new friend this year that's going to be very, very prominent in sort of the rest of the year. There's sort of a new friend. They have a lot of cool stuff. They have a lot of interesting sort of habits and whatnot and fun things that they do. Definitely a boon for your life. Again, the Four of Wands says overall it's a pretty comfortable year. You do have the new job opportunity. You have the fake job opportunity. Overall, it seems to be a decent year. And here's the 8 with the real job opportunity. Again, late June-ish. Don't take the one next month. I don't think it's going to work out at all for you. Be careful about sort of what you're doing with that. Also, you're going to have an unexpected sort of expense, or you're going to have something that sort of goes wrong around like late July-ish. But anyway, all right, late July-ish, you have an unexpected expense. Probably definitely want to save a couple of dollars for that one and see what happens with all of that. All right. We have a question for Donna Marie. What was Donna Marie's question? We got it right here. All right. The granddad is in the hospital. Will he be okay? I hope so. You know, these are kind of trick questions. What are you going to say? Like, what are you going to say? No, he's never going to be okay. I mean, come on. Of course he's going to be okay. I mean, well, let's hope. If he's not going to be okay, we'll just have a long period of silence, and then we'll move on to the next question. You know what I mean? A long period of silence, and then we may move on to the next question. All right. But I'll tackle any question. I'm not afraid of any question. Entertainment purposes only, by the way, just like Wolf said twice. All right. The grandfather is in the hospital. The 10 of Pentacles says he's going to be there a little while. We have the resting person. We have all of this other stuff. They're going to be there a little while. It seems that the hospital is a good place for them right now. They definitely sort of need to be there based upon sort of the circumstances that are coming in there. They do end up returning home. So are they going to be okay? Yeah. I mean, we are returning home. We have the Four of Wands, the home card. The home card says that we will return home. The Page of Swords, we get good communication about something. We get good communication. Now, I think they're going to leave the hospital with some meds. I think they need some adjustments with medications. They need some adjustments, sort of, you know, how you're going back home with, and they're going to be taking that back home. But yeah, they will go home. They're going to be okay. They are going to be in the hospital a little while. The doctor communicates that we need some medications or something to take home, and then they get sent home. Again, they have a new medication regimen, or they have some adjustments to what they were doing, or they definitely have some habits adjustments they need to make in order to be okay long-term at home, but they are going to be going back home. So there you go. That is good. You didn't have like the Death and Tower card and a bunch of other cards in between, you know. So it's looking half decent, my friend. It's looking half decent. I think everything is going to be okay. All right. Okay. Tabitha wants to know Bumble or Tinder. Okay. Bumble or Tinder. All right. Sunflower is looking for Hakeem 2.0. All right. Let me change the title. Let's see. We want Hakeem 2.0 and a salesman. All right, Bumble or Tinder for finding Hakeem 2.0 or the salesman. We need a good deck for this. Let's get your favorite. No, we're doing a throwdown.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
We're doing a throwdown. I don't know why we have the tarot tower up. I just want to look at the pretty cards. I'm just saying now. So, you know what I mean? All right. We want a salesman or Hakeem 2.0. Let's see where we're going to do that. Let's see how we're going to get that going. So on the left is Bumble. This is a Bumbleberry Bumble. By the way, in 2 weeks, I get the Bumbleberry Hollows Tarot. All right, speaking of Bumble, Bumble's here and Tinder is here. Okay, Bumble and Tinder. Oh, we got a lot of good people on Tinder, that's for sure. Well, not necessarily good people. We got some people on Tinder. Most of the people on Tinder want a little bit of a hookup. You know what I mean? A little bit of a hookup, sort of get the hookup, get a little bit of that hookup action. I think they got that going on. We do have some good possibilities. I mean, this is a sexual card, and then you have another sort of sexual card with the seeds and whatnot. And then we have the really serious, overly serious. So you have the overly serious people that are a little bit too over the top, that are a little bit too needy sometimes on Tinder. You do have the people that want to hook up and want a little bit of sex on Tinder. You seem to have those two opportunities on Tinder. I don't know what you're going for. I'm just laying it on the table. You know what I mean? Because
everybody loves the D.
So as far as Bumble goes, Bumble looks a little bit better. It looks like that the leads are a little bit better. The people that you can chase are going to be a little bit better. We do have some decent ones on there. You do have a lot of rejects though. A little bit of that 4 of Cups, a lot of rejects. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. Bumble, I assume, will let you reject them. You do have more rejects than you would on Tinder, but you do have people that are sort of, interested in meeting, interested in hanging out. You do have a lot of good stuff that's going to be on Bumble compared to Tinder. I think Bumble is really your key here, especially with the Aeon. I think that's going to be really your key here for that. So there you go. All right. I know you love the Thoth, by the way, and Salesman and Hakeem. I know you love Hakeem. All right. Will S contact me within 10 days? That's a very specific question. That is very specific question. Aroha, welcome to the stream, by the way. It's good to see you. If you're new to the stream, if you're new here, even if you're old here, hit that like and sub. It lets people know that I don't suck. Because I don't suck. I'm not fantastic, but I don't suck. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, we got to keep a minimum. We got to keep a minimum stream going here. Okay. Let's see here. What are we doing? We have that as upside down. All right. Will S contact me in 10 days? The countdown is on. The countdown is on. I assume that's 10 days from today because today's almost done. Or is that 10 days from tomorrow? I mean, we need to be specific here. By the way, we're ending soon. This is the Titanic Tarot, in case anybody wonders. All right. Will they contact me? Yes, and yes, they will contact you within 10 days. They will contact you within 10 days. We have the Page of Wands. Now, Aroha, if you're not familiar with tarot, the page brings messages. The page brings messages. If you're looking for messages, the page brings it. And being wands, they're taking that action. They're taking that initiative. That's some good stuff. They're bringing messages about emotions. The Ace of Cups about something new, something opportunistic, something that you can get into. Just as they want to balance it out. They want to balance everything out. They want to make everything right. They want to get everything balanced in that. And there's good news overall. You feel good about the contact. You felt like a lot of things were talked out that needed to be talked out. The sun and justice, things are balanced now. Things are looking better. We have a better tomorrow, and we have a new opportunity coming out. So there it is. There it is. That's looking fantastic. So I think S will be contacting you within 10 days indeed. Within 10 days indeed. With a little bit of the Valentine's Day action. Maybe they'll take you up on a hot air balloon or something like that. You never know. You never know what S might do. Okay. The last question of the night. Cancerian Queen wants to know. All right. CQ. How does Leo feel about me? How does Leo feel about me? Do they like me? Do they not like me? Well, let's figure that out by using the new Christina gift, which is, by the way, the Witch's Tarot, the modern Witch Tarot, not the regular Witch Tarot, the modern one. The modern one. You know what I mean? Aroha. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Get you just in time for Valentine's Day. Hopefully they don't wait till the last minute, though. Then it gets kind of awkward because then they need to go find a last minute gift. You know what I mean? And then you're going to get like something from Walmart. You know what I mean? Like a little tiny little box of candy that smells weird or something like that because 1,000 people have kind of parsed through it. You never know. You never know. At all times. Cowboy Dan wants to know, why can't I buy your stuff? Well, Cowboy Dan, number one, everything's out of stock. And number two, I do have an Etsy link in the description to the Etsy. And if you want to buy my stuff, Cowboy Dan, if you want to buy my stuff, there's a Kickstarter right now. I'm glad that you asked. Kickstarter gets you the best tarot book you will ever have in your life. It's big, thick, beautiful, full color. It has all sorts of pictures and good stuff. And you can purchase that at the link I just put in chat. Last reading of the night. How does Leo feel about me right now? Ace of Wands, 3 of Swords, and 7 of Pentacles. Are you starting over? CQ, what's going on? Where are you at? CQ, where are you at? Are you in the chat? CQ, what the hell's happening over here? What's happening over here? We have a heartbreak. We have the 7 of Pentacles, like we're rebuilding or restarting. We're reevaluating how we want to sort of address the situation or address this communication. Is it going to be a decent communication at the end of the day? Do we want to take any action? We're worried that any action we take could be a heartbreak, could be something bad. Meanwhile, somebody is over there just sort of waiting. Somebody's over there sort of waiting for a contact, waiting about something. We have one person that's really comfortable. We have another person that's not so comfortable. We have a disconnect here. There is a bit of a disconnect here. Ace of Wands says we will get it fixed. We will at least start talking about it. But how they feel about you, the 3 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, sort of how much effort am I going to put into this situation? Is this going to be something worthwhile? It doesn't really feel like that sometimes. Sometimes maybe, sometimes possibly. Other times it doesn't feel that way. So they're conflicted. CQ, they're conflicted right now. They're conflicted about what to do. It almost feels like they're wasting their time in some aspect of this. So I don't know. We have a bit of a mix. So if you're looking at this pure, beautiful situation that's going to occur, it doesn't look like it. If you're looking for a horrible situation or things are lost of hope, it doesn't look like that either. It looks like we have a mix. So a little bit of a twist, a plot twist in there. Anyway, thank all of you for being here tonight. And we will end with music tonight. Please join me tomorrow for the busiest night of the week.